It's Dragon Ball time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z. The name's Recoome, and it rhymes with Doom. And I like that line. I stole that from Team Forster, by the way. Yes, we're going to have a look at Recoome, another member of the Ginyu Force, the big one who, for whatever reason, was present in a lot of video games. He was heavily featured all throughout media, probably because he had the longest fight of all of them and longest airtime. So there's that. Let's have a look at the figure. And as always, if you're a fan of action figures, be it Dragon Ball, be it Figma, be it Storm Collectibles, or anything TMNT related, you should subscribe to this channel because I cover all of it. Oh boy, what a mess. I was looking forward to this, but taking him out of the packaging, not so much anymore. He stands at about 19.5 centimeters to the top of his red hair, which means we are going up to 8 inches tall. Size comparisons. Here's Jolter, SH Figuarts Goku, the Ginyu Force so far, SH Figuarts Broly, and Darkseid. Alright, I just get the annoying part right out of the way. First and foremost, if you like playing around with your figures, this figure is awful for that, because there's a lot of floppy bits around here. First of all, they do this weird head again. This weird piece where you just put the head on. It's alright for articulation, we'll have a look at that later, but it doesn't stay on there very nicely. The same can be said for these things. Pop. You just move stuff around and it's probably gonna fall off. I don't know, I had it fall off, especially the middle piece, and I'm just trying to move this guy around, move the arm up and whatnot. Of course, it's not cooperating right now very well, but you know, and then finally, and that's probably a quality control issue, I cannot straighten out his chest area. You can see, well, it's leaning off to the side. Just move it over. Okay. Oh. 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 Oh, that's fun. Yeah, now it's all over the other side. I tried to straighten it, and it just... boop, boop, boop. Great stuff, guys. High collector's figure. So... now with that out of the way, let me pluck all this crap out, because it's gonna get in the way. But yeah, you have his light armor mode, I'm just gonna call this one. I'm disappointed. So anyway, the face sculpt actually looks pretty good. Looks like the anime, and it looks just disgustingly smug and annoying, just like the character in the show. You have the black around the eyes, which they have been doing. It's just a thin line, and especially like the mouth, like this stupid grin. It's perfect for him. Don't you just want to punch him? Isn't that great? Then you got the patch of hair on the top, looks like some banana sticking out like the regular Dragon Ball hair is looking. You have a lot of muscle work in the neck, but honestly, due to this weird neck piece over here, yeah, again, added articulation, but could have made it a little bit further, a little bit deeper, because the gaps it leaves is... leaves a little to be desired. Then we got the chest area, the chest piece with the Ginyu Force logo in it and some brown plating, and you know, you do have... I guess I should put this back in because I'm trying to show you the look of it, but also getting this in is a royal pain in the you-know-where. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not getting it back in. You have the muscle work and the big bulging muscles will look amazing. Like, the detail in there is great. You got these giant hinges trying to hide the articulation somewhat. Does the other one go up? Yeah, they both go up. Well, again, we'll get to the articulation, and of course you got the gloves. As the head falls off, and we move down to the crotch part with the butt area, which actually is important because that's how he dies. Butt up in the air. Spoilers also. Then you got them thick knees. Oh boy. Also, like, the joints, yeah, that's another thing. The joints, especially in the elbows and the knees, seem a lot shinier than the rest of the figure, which is kind of like a thing with these SH Figuarts. You have like shiny knees, and then you have like the painted legs. So yeah, it's weird. I'm not too much bothered by it. I mean, at least there's paint on the figure, and you got the white boots down there. It all looks very clean, but obviously it would have been nice if it would have had some shading. And you know what else would have been even nicer? If it would stick together and I could actually straighten out the chests, the torso area. No? Okay. No? Okay. No? Okay. Alright, trying to resample this guy one more time to show you the articulation. The head moves forward and it does go off immediately, and it does move side to side, and it does go all the way around. I mean, it's good, just considering his big chin doesn't really go forward that much. And I really constantly have to hold on to it, otherwise it does pop off. But because it is on the ball, on the long ball pack, you can theoretically kind of wiggle it around. But again, it's just not fun to move. Then you have the neck articulation, goes forward, goes to the back, does also tilt side to side, and it does also rotate to the side. Let me get the head off for this one, as in a certain degree, but obviously stops. Then we have all these lovely shoulder pads, which are just on hinges and are so not well adjusted, and just, I don't know, it just, the fact that they're just popping out at like the slightest breeze. I just want to show you the articulation. See, it doesn't really get blocked by it, I mean, especially since it falls off, but you have a big hinge in the shoulder area, so you can rotate that around. It's frozen on the other side, but there you can see the ball in it is connected to a pack, and you have the big hinge, which goes up all the way, and you can bring the ball inside of there, also up and down a little bit. Then you have a big butterfly joint to bring it forward, so that's pretty good engineering. I mean, SH Figuarts, they know how to make the big guys. You have a bicep swivel, the double hinged elbow, which we already had a look at. Wow, then we have a ball hinge in the face.
Correction, it is actually not a ball hinge, but just the ball on a long peg.
Moves back and forth, swivels, chest area. The lovely chest area, which keeps snapping back, and I didn't even touch that side! Goes forward, goes to the back, does go all the way to the sides also, and does move tailed side to side as well. If it would stay in place, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Then we go down to the hips. They move around, they wiggle side to side, doesn't go all the way around, and you have some very good back and forth motion. Actually, I feel like they really played a lot around with it, so you can put them in all the wonky Ginyu Force poses. That's one's left. Do we get this one off? Legs move out to the side, move to the back, and it does rotate also. It looks fairly seamless, like there's a lot of layers hiding the articulation. I do give him props for that. Double hinged knee goes all the way up, and the foot is on a ball on a long pack, so you can bring that back and forth, kind of rock it back and forth. Does have a good pivot, and does go all the way around. And finally you have a toe hinge, and one is actually still on there. Winner! I had to legit step away from that for a bit. So, accessories. We got a bunch of hands, but let me start it off with the Dragon Ball. How many stars is that? I can't even see it. There's the reflection of what's in the back. It's the Freestar Dragon Ball. There it is. Nice big Namekian Dragon Ball. Doesn't have a pack to pack it into any hand, so that sucks. So you got some open hands for all kinds of posing. I would say these are more like the holding hands, where you should be able to balance the Dragon Ball, but it's not really worth it. I liked the hard connection, and you have some more chop hands. Again, I think that's more for his classic pose. And some flat blast hands. Then we got faces. And by the way, yes, this is not a case of you cannot display him without the Scouter, because all of his heads have the hole for the Scouter. He has a yelling face where he looks to the left side, and he has a yelling face where he looks to the right side. That's it. And also he has a yelling face where he looks straight. So he has a smug smile and yelling faces where he looks to the side. Doesn't even have a neutral face. That's okay. Then he has a Ginyu hat. Why does he have a Ginyu hat? Well, remember when Ginyu changes forms with the frog, and he has this empty stare? Yes, that is included with your Recoome figure. Why? I don't know. So, and then finally you have the frog. The Namekian frog, which has the Namekian antenna, but looks pretty cool. Actually, the paint job and the detail on there is quite impressive for such a small detail. But I don't get why these things are not included with Ginyu. I mean, on one hand, sure, it's like if you're collecting all of them, it's like, well, you're getting a nice little bonus to recreate these scenes, but this should be part of Ginyu. If you're a collector who only wants Ginyu, you're not getting this hat. If you don't want Recoome, tough luck. If you don't, it's just, I don't know. I don't get this kind of marketing. Final thoughts! I hate SH Figuarts. No, just kidding. It's not that bad, but okay, so this figure looks great. Doesn't have any shading and whatnot, but he's big, he's bulky, he has all the detail, and the articulation works very well. Figuarts, they know how to do that. But I feel like I had this problem with all the Ginyu Force characters, but with this guy, it's just... everything just falls apart. Literally, when I just try to grab him, I touch him, one of the shoulder blades falls off, and I'm really miffed about the entire chest piece. I really have to pull it all the way to this side, otherwise he just tilts back to the other side. Now, of course, that's a quality control issue, but when I'm paying like close to $100 for a freaking figure, I don't want to hear about it. So, generally speaking, this figure looks great, but it's the small quality control issues that really makes me sour on it. On top of everything, this is a commercial web exclusive, so it's harder to get, you pay more for it, and this is the amount of quality I'm getting out of it? Screw that. Not recommended. Yeah, it's a great figure, but if all this little crap wouldn't have been there, I would recommend it, but as it is right now, yes, I'm angry. I might think about it differently later, but right now, screw it. Hey, this is Payne from the future while editing this. Just a quick one. I still stand by that judgment. I'm still annoyed that, you know, you're getting an exclusive, web exclusive and whatnot. You want to continue the line of your Ginyu Force characters, and this is what you're getting. I don't think that should be happening. Not at the price point, so yeah, still a couple days later, I'm still mad about it, and I'm still standing by the fact that probably not worth it. Don't recommend it. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Recoome wants to not fall apart at the seams. Ugh.